What's up, guys? Welcome back to another action-packed episode here on AC Designs Garage. And today we got something super special for y'all, and it's never been used on this channel. The brand new, check it out, Turbski can in the gloss sunset yellow flavor. So today we're going to play with this stuff. We ain't used this. I done a video earlier in the week showing all the new colors, and so grateful to Rust-oleum for coming out with some more colors because we love this stuff. Also, and some primer. We'll be using that also today, and we're going to spice it up again with a little pearly pearl. We're going to drop a little gold pearl on top of this with some 2K clear in the spray gun. So buckle up, buttercup, here we go. All right, guys, here's the stuff that we're going to be using today, and we'll link these in the description box below the video. You hit the little more over here or wherever it's at. You click the more, it drops down. That gives you your description box, and we'll have links to all the new colors of the Rust-oleum and everything we use in the video. It don't cost you guys any extra, and I make a wee small percentage off qualified purchases, and also it helps you find all this stuff in one spot without searching the whole interwebs. But yeah, here's the yellow we're going to be using. We're going to do our famous door out here. We got to prep it. So due to the color of the door out there, if you guys watched last week's video where we put the pearl over that hunter green, that turned out pretty cool. The green's going to be too dark for the yellow. It's just not going to cover. It's going to look like blah. So what we're going to do is since I got so much to do today, I know I usually hand sand this, but since we're going to prime and stuff, I am going to DA the first part of it to knock it down. And then we're going to be using this awesome primer here. I've used this stuff. Now this is not a 2K primer. It's still I don't know if it's enamel or lacquer or what it is actually. But it works great. It sands awesome. It's kind of like Rust-oleum's version of high build. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this light gray on it, and that'll help give the door all one color. So when we shoot the yellow, it don't take 75,000 coats. So what we're going to do is we're going to be using 320 on the DA. This is 3M. This is the hook it stuff. I like it because I'm bad about dropping the sandpaper. If it hits the floor, if it's a sticky back, it ain't no good no more. So I use the hook it. We're going to use 320. So let's grab that door real quick and take a gander at her and get that thing ready to prime. Since we're priming, we can't use like a 220 or a 320 on it because this high build type primer is going to fill in anything. And we're going to have to let it set. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm going to let it set till 1 o'clock or so after lunch. So we're going to try to get this sprayed real quick and set in the sun. And then we're going to come back and 600 wet it so it's got a nice slick sheen to it. Go over with the yellow. And then we're going to add the spice to it. So let's open these doors up. All right, let's go out here today. Man alive, it has done got cool. There's a cold front coming in. Wind's probably going to be blowing, so it's going to make it very interesting to probably spray this stuff today. But y'all probably didn't see this in the video, but I got a nice little sag right here. When we go to DA it, you'll see it. But look how it's just the door's just regular old green. And then if we start spinning around to the sunshine, kapow! That's pearl for you. So we're gonna drag her up here and get her sanded down. A little cool. I bet it's probably 60 degrees today, 65 or so, which is cool for now. Yeah, we're playing in the dark today. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a little run right there, a little saggy sag. We'll go over here and grab the old dual action sander. I'll show you what I use. This is it says Matco, but it's an Ingersoll Rand. If you notice, I got the little squishy interface pad that keeps you from digging in. So we're gonna go over here and hook this mug up and quickly sand it. That's a good thing about it. Dry times. Dries to touch in 15 to 30 minutes to handle, and 1 to 2 hours. Fully cures in 48. Let's see. Also, apply second coat or top coat within an hour or 48 hours. That's how all Rust-oleum stuff is, within an hour or 48 hours. So we're gonna hurry up and get this thing DA'd, and I'm gonna roll her out there in the good old North Carolina sunshine and get after it. Here we go. Yeah, guys, this is the cool thing about it. See, this is the interface pad. It just sticks on here. Helps to keep from digging and stuff like that. Just gives you a little cushion there. But yeah, these things are nice. I like them. Velcro, they work great. They blow off. And if you can afford 3M stuff, I will say, not sponsored by them, which that would be rad. But if you can afford 3M, it's worth the money. So like I said, we're just gonna knock this down with 320. We'll cut her down about halfway, and you'll see what it looks like. Just keep the DA flat and roll with it. And you can start seeing all the little spots and stuff in it. The only time that you need to strip something down to bare metal, if it's flaking up or peeling off or anything like it, that's when you need to strip down to bare metal. I've had a lot of questions about that, but right now we're just trying to get a good flat, even surface for it to bite to and to look pretty. When you get up on your edges, you just kind of roll with it up, just rock it. Don't try to just keep it like that. You just want to kind of go with the flow. And you can see these are where just little dirt nibs was. Go grab another piece of sandpaper. I might be able to blow this off. A lot of times your sandpaper will get clogged up. Instead of throwing it away and getting another one, because this stuff's not cheap, you can take your little air blow off and unclog her. Hang that back there, we'll get back at it. All right, I don't know how good you guys can see that little thing. We'll get in here on her. That little starlight, star bright right there. So a lot of you guys are asking, how long do I sand? How do I know that I'm done sanding? Well, you see how it's just got this good look right here to where it's just a hazy look. And you look down here, this little area right in here. And get y'all down there where it's got the little sparklies. Still need to go a little further. So what we're going to do on here is, I hope you can see that one, I'm going to show you when to stop. And basically when that disappears and gets flat, all these little sparklies here gets flat, that's when you stop. It gone. So that's basically when you stop. You just don't want any irregular places. This sun is messing me up, guys. Sorry about that. Like right here, we're going to DA till those are gone. And one thing is, we're not putting a ton of force on it. Don't hog down. Just let the sandpaper do the job. If it stops cutting good, blow it out. If it stops cutting good again, change it out. That primer ought to stick really good to this 320. Got a little bit more right here. All right, we're gonna get these flats right here, and I'm probably got the hand do like up in the crevasses and stuff up in here real good. Yeah, she's about done, so I'm gonna hit the top. And like I said, if you're priming like this, I'm not trying to cut through, but if you do cut through, it's no biggie because we're gonna put primer over all this. I know some of you eagle eyes caught that run in last week's video, and I bet you some of you didn't, but when I run it right there she is. We're gonna make her go. Still a little bit right there. Feels good. Now we're going to blow her off, and the camera probably. All we want to do is scuff this clear up. Don't want any shiny shine left in here. Down in here real good, because it'll lift right there if you don't. Thing is pretty near ready to put a good even coat of primer on. And this should be good. I'm gonna blow it off real good. Probably gonna use wax and grease on this, just because I've had my old greasy mitts on. Probably should have had gloves on, but I can't work in gloves. But maybe y'all should, I don't know. All right, we're gonna give her a little blow off real quick. Then I got some wax and grease. I'll show you that, what kind I use. I usually don't use it a whole lot, that spray way, but when I'm doing this deep sanding and stuff, a lot of times I like to use the wax and grease. The only reason I'm not showing wax and grease a lot of times, because a lot of you guys ain't gonna want to spend $50 on a gallon of that stuff, but it is worth it. If you can afford it, use it, because it does work. But we're gonna blow her off real good and get at it. I'll list you guys some. Brand don't matter. This is just what my local body shop had at the time. Of course, we used the Scott Shop towel, but all this will be linked below. So we're probably going to do about, first one's going to be to wipe the main sludge off, and then we'll come back with another clean rag and then a dry rag, and we'll get her good on the last one. I just give her a good saturate in there. Get in all these nooks and crannies. As you can see right there. We'll flip her over to the other side just a little bit. Don't waste none of it. This stuff is expensive now. I remember when this stuff was about $15 a gallon, and I thought it was high. At this point, try not to let your hand slip off this. You can wear gloves. I'm just not, me and gloves, I don't know why. I need to get in that habit, but just make sure your hand's not touching anywhere. Keep your hand planted good, or just wear gloves like you're supposed to. Got that halfway clean. Now I'm gonna go around the door jamb, or the jamb part, just to make sure there ain't any dust up there. It's gonna blow in our paint. And we'll switch to a new rag. Fold the rags over. We got one rag for applicating, one rag for wiping off, because this smears it around, this takes it off basically. So you want one dry rag and one wet rag. We just saturate it good and work sections. So we'll come up here and work this. Then we'll come back with this. So basically wipe it off. Just pick your area to stop, like right below that door handle. It's wind blowing, is making it evaporate too quick. All right, we're gonna flip our wet rag over. A little splash more. Go down to that body line. See how the bottom down here is all streaky and the top's not? That's because this rag here is wiping off all that extra sludge. You just wipe over it, it just smears that stuff around. I'll show you here what I was talking about. See how good and clean this looks? And you come down here and you see all the smudgy marks. That's what'll happen if you don't do your two rag system. These little black bugs already crawling. We're gonna have trouble with that, especially that yellow. Whew, it's gonna be a nightmare. All right, guys, one last chug a lug on here. Get this bottom. Looks like it flattened out pretty nice with the DA. Dry rag. Get the sludge off. All right, guys, that's it. She's clean as a bean. Now we're gonna go in here and shake up some primer. Get ready. All right, guys, it's come to my favorite part. Some of you guys' favorite part of the episode also is when we break out the old Shake Master 4000. This cool little unit here is built by me, painted by me, and shipped by me. Super easy to use, guys. You just take this thing and your favorite reciprocating saw, which I like these one-handed jobs here, like the DeWalt. You just lock her in like it. Then you take your super rad Rust-oleum automotive primer, put in here, because all you guys know that you really got to shake the mess out of this primer, because all that goodness settles in the bottom. So we're gonna hog down pretty good on this one here. And this big old can, a lot of shakers are not gonna hold this big bad boy, because this thing is heavy. You'd never shake this thing for 10 minutes. But with this, 3,000 shakes a minute. What else but the shake on? I will say these big old cans, they will jiggle you a good bit. The little cans don't vibrate as bad. These things here. Look, this unit took it like a champ. This is good and all shook up. Now you just take it out of here. You're not tired from shaking for 10 or 15 minutes. Smooth like butter. All righty. So now I guess it's time to see how this bad dog here does. The big old mohawk. That thing got a 10, says up to 10, I think it's more than that, up to 10-inch fan pattern. We're gonna prime this thing in probably no time. So I'm gonna grab my old respirator and get to shoot. I'm only gonna put probably 2 coats of primer. We're not trying to build anything. I'm trying to give it a solid ground coat where it's all one color, where we won't have no trouble with the yellow. So let's get at it. I'm excited. New stuff. New day, new stuff. All right, guys, I'm trying to wait for the wind to stop. I think she's died down now. Here, let's give her a little squirt off the side here. Oh, yeah. She's nice. It's going all over my bed, though. All right. May not need 2 coats. That stuff lays out pretty nice. All right, we're going to frame it out like we usually do. stuff's laying down good. We'll say it's almost covered. All right, I'm gonna let that tack. I'm gonna come back and hit it one more time, and that'll be ready. Yep, this stuff here is bomb.com.net, whatever you want to call it. I like this stuff. Let's see where we're at. We're a little over a half a can still. I'm gonna do my little trick here with the brake clean. What you can do to get some O'Reilly brake clean here. All right, we'll let that dry off, and this stuff here is pretty quick dry, guys. I don't, like I said, I need to look into it. I don't know if it's enamel based or lacquer. I ain't 100% sure. Maybe some of you guys down below can let me know. See, it still ain't, all the solvents ain't really evaporated out of this yet. Still got some shiny spots, so we're gonna let that sit here. But look at that, guys, that fast. It's already dry touch out here in the sunshine. So we're gonna give her about 5 minutes, go out there one more coat, and then we're gonna come back. I don't know whether I'm a red Scotch Brite. We may just red Scotch Brite it. We'll see how dry it is when I get back from lunch. I'm gonna red Scotch Brite it or 600 wet it, and shoot the Yall. Then we're gonna drop a little spice on it, make it look real nice. This time we're gonna control it. Last time we done the green, I got a little carried away with the pearl. Some of you guys liked it. Some of it, there's more gold there than they are in Fort Knox. So, you know, we're gonna do a little sprinkle on it. See how good it looks. Yellow with pearl looks really good, and the gold tends to go with it. It just kind of gives it a pop. All right, guys, coat number 2. This stuff's laying down really nice. It's not peeling real bad. Kind of impressed with it. Yeah, coat number 2. I'm gonna start from the bottom, just go up. That's what we're gonna do. We ain't gonna do nothing fancy. We're just trying to get one more coat, just enough to sand on here so it'll dry. Well, guys, that's her. We're gonna go eat a bean, let this thing dry for an hour or two, and come back, scuff it, and shoot the old yellow. Should be good to go. We're gonna clean this out one more time. Stuck. Spray some down in there too. We're gonna blow it out the air, but yeah, it's one way to keep them lasting, guys. All right, it's been about an hour and a half. Let's go out here and check this here unit, see if she's ready to sand. Been a good old sunshine and the wind is blowing. Now, we're not trying to block this to get this perfectly flat. It's pretty good. It didn't peel too bad. Now, I may do a video later on how to block with primer and stuff if you want to see how to do that with guide coat and how to get straight. So drop down in the comments if you want to see something like that. Today, we're just going to try to get a little color on this thing. So I got my red Scotch Brite. We're going to try this and see how it does. It seems pretty good. You can get a better job with the 600 wet on a block, but I'm running a little low on time, and the way the wind's blowing, I gotta get this done for this evening because this really is supposed to pick up. So let's get to scuffing. And that's all we're doing. We're not bearing down on it. We're not trying to cut through. We're basically just putting a light scratch over all of it. That way that the yellow will stick to it. If you'll let this stuff dry for about a day and come back and do it, if I wasn't in a hurry, I would. I suggest you do it. Let it dry overnight or something. Because it still sands pretty good though. Let it dry overnight where she'll really harden up good, and then come back and scratch it. I'm just sanding a bunch of different directions, that way I know I got everything scuffed up pretty good. Do it the same way we've done before. We'll just go over it one time to get the sludge broke loose. Then we'll come back with the 2-rag method. You can see here she's pretty nasty. I'll drop that rag. It gone. Yeah, it's got a little peel to it, but I will say, since we are using a turbo can for the Yall, it's going to give a little peel too, so you're kind of defeating the purpose by trying to get all this peel out if you're going to come back with another turbo can. Because those turbo cans will peel, that's for sure. Just remember, keep one rag wet and one rag dry. We'll come down about to right here. Well, I will say I am noticing something with this, oh, fall down there, I don't care. With this primer and this wax and grease, it seems to be kind of removing it a little bit if you rub it too much. Probably gonna have a show through right here. I might just quick blast a little primer over this out of the little can, just so it'll look good. Then we'll come straight in with the Yall. Yeah, you may want to watch that on this if it's not completely hardened, because it's like it's wiping it off. I didn't think it would, but maybe we should have used a spray weight glass cleaner on it. Let's do that. I'm gonna touch that up, and we'll get to shaking the Yall. Hog down, here we go again. All right, guys, I think that is shook up enough. I just don't see how you can shake a Terpsky can without a Shakemaster 4000. Sure does make life super easy. All right, y'all flowy back and forth, ready to go with the old Sunburst Yall. Right, here we go. Oh, she Yall. Good gravy is she Yall. Oh, brother. Gotta take it easy. I will say that looked like some Matt's Off-Road Recovery Yall right there. That's one coat, guys. That's pretty impressive. Although you can see through it. We're probably gonna do May 45 the next one like this, try to get some of them shots away. We may step back from it probably a foot. But yeah, it may take 3, I don't know. We're gonna see. But I'm gonna let this tack to where I can come back here on the back side and touch it, and it's sticky like tape, but it don't come off on my finger. That's what I know to do the next coat. Let's see how fast this stuff. See, back here don't matter, so I can touch it. Ready to go. We're gonna let that tack, and I'm gonna come out and blow him out of there with the air hose in a second. We gotta let it tack a little bit because he'll just flop around if we don't. Yeah, I think 3's gonna be good. Yeah, but problem with Yall is for sure is bugs are going to. I think it's a big flower. All right, we're gonna let that tack. Last coat. All right, guys, let's go out here and get our 3rd and final coat. I'm just gonna drop back probably, I don't know, I'm gonna stay back about a foot maybe. That would be the best way for you guys to see it. Drop back about a foot and just do a dusting coat on it, kinda. All right, guys, now we're letting that dry out there for a little bit. 3 coats. This is the clear we're using. This is the most budget-friendly clear I think you can get on the old interweb. This thing is like 80 some dollars for a kit with the hardener. So what we're gonna do, I showed you in last week's video, and I'll link it down below. It goes in depth on how to mix colors and stuff. I'll link it, like I said, it'll be in the description box below where you can go watch it if you want to after this one, but it shows you how to mix and how to use this. I'll briefly go over this, and I went through a really deep tutorial on how to really clean your paint guns well. But today, I'm gonna skim through it because of time restraints, but like I said, there's a video you can go watch. So this stuff mixes 4 to 1. I will do the tape trick. For those of y'all that hadn't done this a lot, this helps some because this is a 4-1 to 1. That's 4 parts paint, 1 part hardener, 1 part reducer. Well, this stuff's pretty thin, it don't get a reducer, so it just mixes 4 to 1. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a piece of tape over it. For those of y'all that ain't never done it, it's less to be confused about. Matter of fact, we'll do one more over here. This is how I learned a long time ago, so I just don't get confused, because I get confused very easily. So really, you're only putting that much hardener in it. So you fill this to the clear up to the 1, and then put your hardener in up to that 1. Then you're done. Super easy. You guys can do it. And then we're gonna put the little sprinkle dinkle on here, just a little Texas Pete, a little rub, the au jus, whatever you want to call it. We're gonna jazz this thing up a little bit. Let me get some clear in here. So I'm gonna take it. Automatically get you a rag and clean that clear off. I can't stand to see that old, you go to pick up a gallon of clear and it's got junk running all down it. It just drives me crazy. You want it clean and you want your lid to come off easy. Yeah, I went just a peep over top of that, so we'll have to do it the same way with the other. As long as you want it as close as you can. I couldn't see from that side. And see, last week I wiped the lid off good on this, and I can get it off without taking a pair of pliers to it. So same thing, we're just going to bump it up just a skosh over that one. That's pretty good. Wipe it off real good, get the hardener off. You won't have no troubles if you always do that. Now we're going to stir it real nice like. And we're going to be a little more cautious of how much of the pearl we're going to put in there. Last time I got a little carried away. Now the yellow I think is going to be okay. I don't think it'll show as bad, but we just want just a little spice in our life here. We don't want it flaming hot here. So you really want to stir this stuff good and get it really incorporated. All right, since this is mixed up, how much is in here? We got 8 ounces of clear for what we mixed up, so I'm gonna pour it down and give 4 to 4. That's pretty close. 4 to 4. All right, it's already mixed up. So this is going to be our regular clear. We're going to put it back here. We don't have to worry about it. It's got a hardener in it. So now the old gold pearl. Pearly pearl. All right, we're going to do this a little different. So I did not put much in there. A couple little blam blams. Because it don't take much of this stuff to go a long ways. If y'all watched last week's video, I put a lot in there. See, this is what I like. This is kind of amounts of pearl that I want right here. You can't see it on the stick. It looks clear. And we'll get that stirred up really, really, really good. Like I said before, I'll link below some of the eye candy stuff, because this is Master 10. This is what you use on a mixing bank. A buddy of mine gave me years ago when they swapped out paint companies. That thing's probably 25 years old. I mean, that bottle right there, ain't telling how many hundreds of dollars it probably is. But it'll do the same thing. I'm gonna look at the eye candy. I need to get some of that eye candy in here. I see a lot of guys use it. It seems to work well. Yeah, you look at this. Let me get a flashlight out. Those of y'all don't know how the pearl works. A lot of people calls pearl metallic, and you look at a paint job, like, oh, look at all that metallic. A lot of times it's not. So watch this. That thing don't look like there's anything on it. Well, this is not a good representation, but you can see it down in there. Looks like clear, and then bam. So we're gonna mix this up. We're gonna go out here and check out the bugs. Make sure we get all the bugs up. Man, that shadow's chasing me over here. This color looks just like, if any of you guys watch Matt's Off-Road Recovery, that's one of my favorite YouTube channels. This really looks like the door on his spud truck that Robbie Layton painted. So if any of y'all watch Robbie Layton and Matt's Off-Road Recovery, tell them we was shouting them out. Tell them there's a crazy hillbilly out there spray painting stuff that looks pretty good. I'd love to go out there to Utah sometime and go that rock crawling and all that stuff. Out in Hurricane, that looks awesome. All right. Today's spray choice is the Wacom Slim Combat HTE with a 1.3 tip. This is a rad gun. I bought it years ago. I don't know where you can get it. I'd link it, but I don't know where to link it to. So I bought this gun probably 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Great gun, awesome. There's another little neat trick I'll show you here in a minute with it. But what we're gonna do, always strain your paint, guys. Always strain it. It don't matter if it looks clean as a bean, just always strain it. One cool thing about having two separate clears like this is we can empty this out. We can put that new clear in. It'll basically pull all this pearl out of the gun, or most of it for us. So we're not gonna cut and buff this or nothing. We'll try to keep her as slick as snot as we can get it, but we're not gonna put a ton on there because we got other colors to do next week. A lot of you guys wanted to see. I'm gonna be spraying this at probably 28 psi, 25, 28 psi. All right, guys, let me show you something neat here that the Walcoms have. Cut this on. This gives your psi, so it ain't. Okay, that's 92 at that point. You hold your trigger in halfway. Then you just snap it off. Is that not cool? Now, as soon as I went out there, some bug got in my paint. But if you'll be a little patient, let it tack. If you'll be a little patient, let it tack, you can go in there and you can just kind of blow that bug out. Sometimes you gotta cut them out. It's better to get a coat of clear on beforehand, but this Yall just attracts these mugs. That pearl's looking right, boys. It is, ooh, Yall pearl is, wow. She looking good. Let that tack one more coat. And I don't know if we need more. We could probably put a little more, but I don't want to mess it up. It just, that little bit of pearl that we put in there just enhanced the mess out of it. I'm gonna let the smoke die down so y'all can see. And we'll go back here and gander at it on the first coat. One more coat gonna make her pop Yall. All right, guys, we're doing a 75% overlap. Like you've seen before, I do it this far and I move down maybe a quarter, move down a quarter. That's how you get a good even distribution. Gold fingers. That's crazy. Anyways, that's how you get a good even distribution. So we're gonna go do one more coat real quick, and I think that'll be it. We lose the sunlight quick. Take it off. Now, since we ran out clear, that's what I wanted to do, just enough is what I wanted. We're going to take a little bit of this lacquer thinner and just pour in here. We're basically going to get the bulk of the pearl out because we're going to go dump out this is our old jug here. We want to get the bulk of that pearl out of it. That way we're just shooting straight up clear on it. Man, that pearl made that old pale Yall pop, boys. We get out there in that sun, it's gonna look good. We ain't cleaning up right now. We just, like I said, we're just trying to get all that pearl out of it. We can. Then we'll fill it back up with the other clear that we mixed up that's just straight up clear. And we'll go put one heavy coat on it. Just wash over it, because I'm not going to cut and buff it. Because like I said, we're going to go to the next, we'll sand it next week. We'll do you another color. I got another idea for a rad pearl color too. You know, if y'all want to see this stuff, just let me know. Drop a comment below. I'll try to get to help all you guys I can. And I might bring but one dead gone strainer. Shocker. Let me go get another. No, I did bring another. I know better than that. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to put that other clear in here. The straight up clear, we're going to call it. New strainer. Don't matter what we've done. Always strain it. Got 4 ounces here. We're trying to conserve and save moolah because we don't have a clear sponsor or any kind of paint sponsor. So, gotta be frugal, guys, which this clear is very well priced, I think, for what you get. So yeah, I think there's enough in here to do one coat. The HTE is a high transfer efficiency is what it stands for, if you wondered that. Now don't ask me why. I guess it transfers a lot more stuff efficiently. Like HVLP is high volume, low pressure. And they have a LVL, low volume, low pressure. LVLP. Yeah, I'll get it right. Anyway, low volume, low pressure too. I ain't never tried one of them. So, let me go out there and check it. Well, you can walk with me out here and take a gander. Now that all the smoke's off the water, see what she'd be looking like. Shoo, enough, guys. Y'all gotta like it. Tell me y'all like it. I can't wait to get it out there. We'll pull it down here in a minute. Sure enough, look at that thing popping. Oh man, look at that. Goodness. And the bugs in it, and the bugs don't know what to do about that pearl. Figured they'd be diving in it here in a little bit. We'll probably come out here tomorrow. That thing will be just covered in them, but we'll see. All right. Oh, I didn't even check it. See if it's dry enough yet. There we go. I just got too distracted by that Kapayal pearl there. Oh yeah, she's ready. She's ready for a coat. Last coat of regular old clear. 28 psi. The only problem with this cool little thing right here is it makes the gun so long, but I might take that off and just use this as is, but as of right now, it's okay. Mask up. I won't get out here and there's bugs all in it, which could be, we're just going to start at the bottom and I'll work our way up. Let's start at the top because I'd rather see the top finished. You guys want to see something cool? This is from last week when we done the gold pearl. It was real heavy. We done it in the green. That's your clear. Look at that. Didn't even crack. That's pretty amazing. It just shrunk up. I squirted my old slop in there. We'll do that on this one too, but squirted my old slop in there, and that's that FC 720. Didn't crack a lot of times when it shrinks up like that. Now you will see how much clear will shrink. I mean, it cuts down, but it didn't crack open. A lot of them will bust up and stuff. But I thought that was pretty cool. I kept it over here so you guys could see it, but that's where we just cleaned our gun out and put the slop in it. Ooh, looky, looky, looky. Back in stock, guys. Going fast. Just saying. Can't hardly keep them built. Thanks to you guys. All right, we're going to go ahead while that's tacking good. I ain't going to mix up no more. If we was doing this like you guys are going to be doing it, I would probably put 3 coats of clear over top of that so we could cut and buff it later if you was going to, you know, like I said, the way you guys are going to be doing it. But I'm just showing you what you can get without y'all having to, what kind of jobs you can get out of these colors without y'all spending any money. Trying to save y'all a little bit of moolah. Now what I do is I don't take this stuff and slosh it around and throw it in the box and call it good. I will give you a quick overview. I always have your slop cut. We're going to drain it out like this, get the majority of it. You got to be careful sometimes. This lacquer thinner is very volatile, I guess you call it. And like if you got them snap-on lids, them things will pop off in a minute. But I'm going to let this run this through and let it marinate a little bit, and then we'll come back to it. Alright guys, let's stick it down here and let her marinate for a little while to get all the outside goo off. And I'm going to show you a brief how to take this thing apart. Take your air cap off. You'll usually have a tool that comes with it. Actually first I need to take my needle out. About to get ahead of myself. Let's see, pull your spring and that out. Pull that back. Grab your needle, put your needle in. Then take your air cap, because a lot of times it can mess the needle up, take your tip out, and then I just put it down in here and let it slosh around, get in all the orifices good so it cleans good, and get you some I think I forgot to tag these last week, some of these pipe cleaners, and just go down to all these places to give it a good scrub. Make sure you get all that stuff, because especially if you paint a lighter colored car or something, you don't want it spitting chunks of whatever color paint you are. The best way to do is just clean it the best you can. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this needle so we don't mess it up. Basically all you gotta do is just submerge it and wipe it off like that and lay it on this clean rag. Go get me another one. Get these chip core brushes. These work good to clean them with while they're down in there. I let the gun usually soak longer, and we'll get the air cap out. And then just clean everything out down in here. There's a few little holes here you gotta look. You just hold them up to the light and look out, make sure they're cleaned out, because it won't spray a good pattern if you don't. And these guns will last forever if you take care of them. Yep, all the holes are clean, looking good. We'll put it up here with the needle, come back. Down here, pull your trigger back. That way you ain't got no sticky, nasty. I can't stand to see a paint gun. It's just got paint dripping off of it. I don't understand why people don't take their time to clean these things good. Down there real good, slosh it around. One more cleaning with these. Give it a good wipe down. This is one of the composite bodies here, I think. Pretty lightweight. They do make a carbon fiber one. It's pretty pricey. I think this one was about $300 or $400. But I need to get my Harbor Freight one out to give y'all something y'all can relate to and you can find. I don't know where you buy these anymore, but now we got that clean. And we'll get the fluid tip. I don't know technical terms, all this stuff. I know this is a tip. That's what I call it. So that's what I'm going to call it. Clean that inside, a little sloshy slosh here and there. It's good and clean. Now when you go back together, we'll call this my fluid tip. Somebody's going to correct me, but I don't care. Run that fluid tip in. Give it a little like that. Run your needle in. Put your spring on the back. Now here's where you can go ahead and set your gun. That's why you hardly ever see me set my guns, because this is when I do it. If I can get there, we go. All right, pull your gun, pull your trigger all the way back. Run this in till it bottoms out right there. Give her about, see how it moved the trigger. About a quarter turn. I'll leave this basically all the way out. Like that. We'll put the air cap back on. This is a hot rod gun. I do like it. I've already cleaned the cap. You don't need this. It's the same basic way to clean it good. And then right at the end, I'll come back and I'll do one more wash down, because I want this gun to look like it's never been used before. All right, we'll dry her off. Put her back in the box like she is and send her home. That simple, guys. Do it every time you change colors like that. Anytime you change from a sealer to a clear, from a base to something else, do that and this gun will last forever. Then when you go clean up, wow. What we're using in this video, FC720, and this is the FH612. This is the medium hardener. If it's really hot outside, like over 70 some, 75, you want a slow. I need to get a slow, so I got slow medium. I never use, because we're going to be painting in a heated area, but if you're painting outside and it's super cold, you're going to want a fast hardener. Fast for cold, slow for hot. Just remember that. We used our awesome automotive Rust-oleum Turbsky primer, the I can't remember, Sunburst yellow, and a little gold pearl, which there's no need showing you that, but we'll put some in there that y'all can scoop up, be in the description box below. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. That thing turned out pretty rad. We're gonna get it out here in the sun. I had it out here and I had a dove feather. Is that not crazy? The feather off a dove was stuck into the side of it when I walked out there a while ago. I took the air hose, blew it off. We're gonna push her on out so you can see her out in the old good old North Carolina sunshine. Hope you guys are getting this nice cool weather now. All right, y'all ready for it? Look at all the leaves everywhere. Pow! Good gracious alive, that thing is bright. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see the pearl in there. You have to glance for it. Looks like little diamonds barely glistening. We probably could have went a little heavier on it, but tell you what, guys, she looks pretty good, but she will attract every bug in the county. What do y'all think of that? That is a 2K clear. Now, if we'd have done like 2 or 3 coats of clear on it and stuff, we could have come back and cut and buffed it. We're not going to, but I tell you what, the reflection is pretty good in it. See if I turn it any, if it looks any better the way it hits the sun. I don't know if it makes a difference. It's hard to tell looking through the viewfinder. Look at that pearl in there popping off like little diamonds, and the little bugs are stuck in it too. But what do y'all think? Does that look like Matt's Off-Road Recovery Yalla, but with a little splash? That's what Robbie needs to do. Robbie, you need to drizzle a little bit of gold pearl in that more Yalla. A little bit of that pearl, give it that custom pop. Yeah, guys, what do y'all think of that? I think it turned out pretty good. Appreciate all the ideas. This come from one of you guys. Some guy said, I want to see some yellow with pearl on it. Well, there you go. You got it. It looks good. Good choice too. Like I said, we got the red and the smoke gray left in the new turbo paint colors. And what are you gonna do with that? What color pearls? I'll tell you what color pearls. I've got red pearl, green pearl, blue pearl, and gold pearl. That's what I got here. So we're gonna use what we got. So knowing that I've got the red, the resale red, what I call it, Victory Red is basically what it is. Gold pearl looks, I don't want to just do all gold pearl, but gold pearl looks killer over red. Maybe a blue. You tell me down in the comments. That's what we'll do next week. We'll sand this door and we'll put a color with a different color pearl. Like I said, remember guys, I've got green, blue, gold, and red pearl. That's all I got right now. We'll get some more later on, but that's what I have right now. What combination of the pearl would you like to see on there? Anything else, guys? Use your imagination. This is the fun stuff. This is like scientific experiments. We can play here. I can spray some stuff, and if you see something like, man, I gotta have my car looking like it, you know how to do it. All right, guys, enough said. Remember, be kind to one another. Jesus loves you, so do we. God bless. We gone.